You ever feel like you're just stuck in your own head? Well, today, we're going to build a toolkit to help you break free from all that overthinking so you can actually get stuff done. We're pulling some amazing insights from the work of Peter Hollins, so let's dive right in.
Okay, so does this sound familiar? You've got a big goal, that project, learning a new skill, maybe even just starting a workout routine. You know exactly what you need to do, but you get completely trapped planning and researching and just waiting for that perfect moment. A moment that, let's be honest, never actually shows up. You are not alone. This is the classic trap of analysis paralysis. So, to break free from this thing, we've got to know what we're up against, right? We have to understand the enemy. And it's actually a really simple, but super powerful force that just keeps us stuck. And that enemy, it's called inertia. You know that feeling, right? That heavy, sinking feeling where the finish line just feels a million miles away, and taking that first step seems, well, pointless. It's this totally cruel irony of perfectionism. The desire to do something perfectly becomes the very reason we don't do anything at all. Okay, so this is where it gets really interesting. The cure for this inertia is probably the opposite of what you're thinking. It's not about trying harder or planning better. Nope. It's about giving yourself permission to be imperfect. Seriously, lower your standards just for that very first step and just watch as the wheels start to turn.
I love this analogy. It's just so brilliant, isn't it? I mean, think about it for a second. If a toddler waited until they could walk perfectly before they tried, they'd never even stand up. Progress isn't about perfect planning. It's all about those messy, imperfect, and repeated attempts. All right, let's get into a mindset shift that is, and I'm not exaggerating here, a total game changer for how you get things done. You know, we're all told the same story, right? We have to wait for motivation to strike like a bolt of lightning. We think, oh, once I feel inspired, then I'll start. But the truth, the reality, it's the complete opposite. You don't wait for motivation, you create it. Action is what lights the fire. The spark doesn't come before the work, it comes from the work. So you might be asking, how does that actually work in the real world? Well, it's this awesome, beautifully simple cycle. You just force yourself to do one tiny thing, even when you really don't feel like it. Write one sentence, do one push-up, send one email. That tiny action gets you a tiny result. That result gives you a little hit of confidence. And that feeling, that little boost of confidence, that's your motivation right there. And this is so crucial. This isn't just about checking things off of a list. Every single time you act, especially when you don't feel like it, you're literally rewriting the story you tell yourself. You stop being a person who thinks about stuff and you start becoming a person who does stuff. And that shift in your identity, man, that is so powerful. Okay, so we get it. We need to act. But let's be real. We live in this world of constant dings, pings, and notifications. So how on earth do we protect the energy we need for that action? Well, these next few tools are all about helping you reclaim that focus. Everyone knows what a to-do list is. But have you ever made a don't-do list? It's exactly what it sounds like. A list of those specific, soul-crushing habits that kill your productivity. Things you actively decide you're going to avoid. It's all about setting really clear boundaries to protect your focus from all those time wasters. And this right here is a really profound shift in thinking. Productivity isn't just about adding more stuff to your plate. It's about strategically taking things off. When you clear away all that clutter, you create the space for that deep, meaningful work, the kind that actually moves the needle and needs your full, undivided attention. All right, here's another awesome tool for you, the burner list. Just imagine you're a chef, right? You've got a 4-burner stove. You can't have every single pot boiling over at once. It'll be chaos. Your front burner tasks, those are your top priorities, the 1 or 2 things getting all your heat right now. Your back burner tasks are still important for sure, but they're just simmering gently until you have the time and energy to focus on them. Okay, so for our last tool, we're going to shift gears a bit. This one isn't about what you do, it's all about when you do it. And the secret is working with your body's natural rhythm instead of constantly fighting against it. Okay, this is a super fascinating concept that comes straight from biology. It's called ultradian rhythms. Basically, your body goes through these natural energy cycles all day long. For about 90 to 120 minutes, your brain is firing on all cylinders. It's peak performance time. But after that, it naturally dips into a trough to rest and recover. You can't fight this, it's just how we're wired. So you might as well use it to your advantage, right? So here's exactly how you put that into practice.
It's all about aligning your work with these cycles. During that 90-minute peak, that's when you tackle your hardest, most creative work. Then, as you feel that energy start to dip, and you will feel it, you switch gears to lighter tasks, like answering emails or tidying up. And this part is so important. You have to schedule a real 20-minute break to recharge before the next cycle kicks in.
And really, that's the big takeaway here. This isn't about time management, it's energy management. We're all obsessed with our 24 hours, but the most productive people, they're not managing their clocks, they're managing their energy. When you learn to surf these natural waves, you get so much more done with way less effort.
Okay, so let's bring all of this together. We've talked about beating inertia, creating our own motivation, and managing our energy. What's the one big idea that ties all of this together?
It's this: the journey from thinking to doing. It's not some giant, heroic leap across a canyon. It's more like building a simple bridge, one small, imperfect plank at a time. It's about lowering your standards just enough to get started, taking one tiny action, and then another one after that. It's about consistency over intensity, every single time.
So I'm going to leave you with this one question. Just for a second, forget the huge, overwhelming plan. Forget about being perfect. Based on everything we just talked about, what is the one single, tiny, maybe even laughably small step you can take right now to get moving? That's it. That's where the magic starts. So don't wait. Go do it.